Hi there. I want to show another version of how to do cat-cow today. So this one, you can see I'm in my chair, but I'm going to stand up for this one. There is a fully seated version of this series. If you want that, take a look on my YouTube channel, Samatha Yoga Video, and find the one that's fully seated in a chair. This version bridges being seated and being on the floor. So I'm facing my chair. You can see that I have all 4 feet of the chair on a mat so it won't slide around on my hardwood floor. Okay? I bend my knees, I drop my hips down, and I bring my hands to the chair. Now I'm going to inhale and I'm going to lengthen the back body, lightly press down through the hands. Now if your wrists don't like this flexion like this, one of the things that is nice about doing it with a chair is I can bring my hands to the side and press down in a way that doesn't put as much flexion into my wrists, right? So it's a nice opportunity. And this is a great variation for folks if you can't be on your knees, but you like this version to feel the feet and the arms pressed down. This might be the version for you. The first variation we're doing is comfortable for everybody that can do this with hands on the chair, feet on the ground. We lift the low belly, crown of the head is facing forward, really lengthen the spine. Now, when the next inhale comes around, I'm going to lift my tailbone, let my belly drop down towards the spine, the floor. I push down in the chair and I look up and forward a little bit as I draw my chest forward. As I exhale, I pull my tailbone back, reach the crown of the head forward. Then I'm going to drop the head down and I tuck my tailbone in a little bit by bending my knees. Inhale, I first come back to neutral and then I lift the tailbone, I lift the crown of the head and I look forward. Exhale, tailbone reaches back, spine lengthens, head drops down and then tuck the tailbone in just a little bit. Inhale, tailbone reaches back, crown of the head lifts, look forward, dropping the belly down. Exhale, tailbone reaches back, pull the crown of the head out of the way before dropping the head down and curving the tailbone down. Now, as I said, this version I'm showing you is suitable for everybody. The next version of this, we go into deeper spinal flexion. So if you have, particularly if you have low bone density, osteopenia, osteoporosis, you're going to skip this next version and stick with the first one. The next version goes deeper into spinal flexion, and if that is okay for you to have that spinal flexion in the upper back, you can do this next version, right? So we start with the same inhale, tailbone lifts, my knees might be bent a little for that, belly drops down, I pull the crown of the head up as I look forward, and I lift my chest up a little bit. Here we change a lot actually. As I exhale, I curl my tailbone under and I pull the belly towards the spine. I push lightly in the chair as I tuck my chin down and reach the crown of the head towards the floor a little bit. Inhale, tailbone lifts, belly drops down. I bring the chest forward and I look up. Exhale, tailbone curls under. I pull the belly up, push up into my shoulders, but I'm lightly pushing against the chair, not strong. Inhale, open the front body. And exhale, open up the back body. Now after you've done a few of these, something that I think feels really good is you bend the knees and you come down onto your forearms. And then you push your forearms lightly against the chair as you reach your hips up and away. Let your head just rest between your upper arms. And then to come out of that, you bend the knees, you drop the hips down, and we give ourselves a little push up and away from the chair. So that's a variation of cat-cow that takes you up off of the hands and knees off the floor and gives you some of that similar movement of the arms being a little more involved with pressing lightly. Feel free to look for other versions of cat-cow if they work better for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.